To Be Like Jesus, written by Ellen G. White.
Be like Jesus. Be like Jesus. Think of others, just not yourself. Love with a sincere heart. Read your word and pray every day. I aspire to be like my Savior indeed, to be like Jesus.
Doing the King's Business, June 27th. Represent Christ in every circumstance.
For by the grace given to me, I say to everyone among you, not to think of yourself more highly than you ought to think, but to think with sober judgment, each according to the measure of faith that God has assigned. Romans 12, verse 3.
Live for something besides self. If your motives are pure and unselfish, if you are looking out to do work that somebody must do, to show kind attention and to do courteous acts, you are unconsciously building your own monument. In the home life, in the church, and in the world, you are representing Christ in character. This is the work the Lord calls upon all to do.
Let your aspirations and your motives be pure. In every business transaction, be rigidly honest. However tempted, never deceive or prevaricate the least matter. At times, a natural impulse may bring temptation to diverge from the straightforward path of honesty, but do not vary one hair's breadth. If in any matter you make a statement as to what you will do, and afterward find that you have favored others to your own loss, do not vary from principle. Carry out your agreement.
By seeking to change your plans, you would show that you could not be depended on. And should you draw back in little transactions, you would draw back in larger ones. Under such circumstances, some are tempted to deceive, saying, I was not understood. My words have been taken to mean more than I intended. The fact is, they meant just what they said, but lost the good impulse and then wanted to draw back from their agreement. Let it prove a loss to them. The Lord requires us to do justice, to love mercy, and the truth and the righteousness.
Men and women are destitute of the stern virtues required to build up the church. They are not capable of devising methods and plans of a healthful, solid character. They are deficient in every qualifications essential to the prosperity of the church. It is this kind of education that needs to be changed to an education that is sound and sensible, in harmony with Bible principles. Be like Jesus. Be like Jesus. Think of others, just not yourself. Love with a sincere heart. Read your word and pray every day. I aspire to be like my Savior indeed, to be like Jesus. Join us tomorrow for another devotional reading by God's grace. The Lord will send rain at the proper time from His rich treasury in the heaves and will bless all the work you do.